please tell me something about your meditation experiences.
Like Patri sir says, like the first experience is always your best experience, right? So, the freedom in the mind. I was with Buddha under a tree meditating. So he was already like, if you know Buddha, right? He's always calm and always eyes are closed. I mean, I was about to go into meditation, but at that moment, I saw a very huge tiger. I'm dead. So I got the basic emotion of fear, right? But then I received a telepathy from Buddha, a message from Buddha. Go inside, do meditation. And the moment I started meditation, the scene was gone. The whole, it was not even the forest, the scene was gone. It was complete bliss, the experience of bliss. So only then you have Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram in your life.
Hello my dear friends, welcome in the new episode of View Master. I'm Kavita, and today we have very wonderful, very young, dynamic master Anand Krishna. So let's hear his journey. Anandji, welcome in this show.
Thank you for having me.
So Anandji, let's start with your brief introduction. Like, how did you come into meditation?
Well, it's a big question, so I hope I'll give a short answer. So I was born in Hyderabad, but I was brought up like in different states. You know, my father was a central government employee, so I have had the opportunity of going around different places. But for me, spiritual journey started way back in the childhood itself. So I used to have like very unique questions, I would say, at that time. I used to ask these questions to my parents, but they couldn't answer it. You know the basic questions, right? Who am I? What am I doing here? And what is the purpose of my life? I used to go to school, but I couldn't gel with my friends. I couldn't gel with the daily activities, the so-called daily activities. So I used to be like very like alien. I used to be there, but I was like alien there itself. It was a difficult situation for me. So I remember those kind of thoughts and feelings. So, and my mother was also very religious. So, and I'm part of a very religious family. So we go to all the temples. We do all kinds of pujas. So I can proudly say that I've been to all the temples, at least half of it. So I used to sit with my mom, and I used to ask her, why are we doing puja? Why are we praying to that idol or that god, so-called god in the the frame, right? So I used to ask questions she couldn't answer. So these were the questions I had. I used to ask my dad, mom, even my friends. No answers as such. So but I used to feel like a oneness between them. So these are like initial experiences I had. So I used to feel oneness with the master or someone in the frame, right? So I couldn't explain it to myself also. So even neither my parents. So yeah, I mean, these were the initial questions. Then again I had then there was a string of spiritual experiences when I was in college. So there was a lull in between. So there was again the string of experiences in college. So whenever I used to go to college, suddenly I used to feel like blank. So I used to go empty, as if I'm going in the road. I don't even know where I am. So suddenly I would feel like I'm flying. So I used to go like blank, and I used to go. I cannot walk, and I just sit there somewhere. So these are like very terrifying experiences at that time, but I know what they mean now, but I couldn't answer them, or nobody could answer them at that time. So these were the questions, but unanswered questions I used to have. So fortunately, they are answered now after marriage. So I got to know about meditation from my wife Padmalata. So she is my first teacher, and I learned everything from her. So I know the meaning of all the experiences I've had. I know I got the answers what I used to have, questions. So I know now the meditation is the answer for all the questions.
Okay. Yeah. So after marriage, you started meditating.
I got into meditation. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. And what was your age when you were used to get these questions?
Well, I entered into meditation like when I married, like 28 and half, 29 something. But it was not an easy journey. I mean, I did not even come to meditation straight away. So I used to have, I even went to different organizations as such, the ISKCON. I did many hypnotherapy sessions also. Even so, I did have some answers at that time, but no perfect answer. So only meditation gave me answers. So
Yeah, that's great.
the full meaning of the experiences I used to have in the childhood. So
Great.
thanks to her.
Cool. So as you mentioned about your marriage and you started meditation after meeting Padmalata.
Yes.
So how's your marriage and how's your relationship?
Mm.
Because she is your also
Yeah.
spiritual partner. So how's it for both of you?
So so basically you can take it as a friendship. So it's always friendship. So marriage is just for the society, right? We need it right now. We need it right now. That's for sure. But if you consider yourself, you or as a husband or wife, as friends, so there is like equanimity in between them, right? There is no ego issues or okay, I know something, you don't know something. So there is nothing as such.
Yeah.
But for me, she is my guru. I make sure that if she is saying something, I keep quiet and I listen because I have to learn.
Yeah.
If I show my ego issues or something, I cannot learn. This is true for everyone, right? So
yeah.
She helped me in the initial phases of meditation, how to do meditation, the meaning of experiences, right? And that's great. It's like a guru and a friend both together. Yeah.
So how's it now? Like before meditation, when you used to get a lot of questions, and now you know that exact meaning. So how's life before and after?
Before and after, in one line, it's mundane to magnificent. So before meditation, it was completely hell for me. Completely unanswered questions, and there are so many things I used to do. I used to hurt myself. I used to hurt my body, mind, and everything. I cannot even say here. So there was a lot of bad phase, right? So I changed that after meditation. So it's completely heaven now. So I know what to do in life. So even if I want to do something, I know how to create that in meditation. So I know what to do. So meditation is the right tool. So it's like I wasted so much time. I wish I know meditation long before, So
yeah, but it's never late.
It's never late.
Yeah, it's great that even before, during marriage you could learn it. Otherwise, yeah. So that's really a great thing, happen in your life also. Please tell me something about your meditation experiences.
Yeah.
Right, like how you felt after starting meditation, which kind of experience you got, and as you mentioned about manifestation, like creating. So now you are conscious manifester, right? So give me few examples.
Yes, that's a good question. So I will start with my initial experiences.
Yes,
the first, like Patri sir says, like the first experience is always your best experience, right? So the first experience I got, is the freedom in the mind. So I used to do a lot of overthinking, and like I mentioned, right, it's like a bad phase. And the first time in my life when I started doing meditation, it was complete freedom in the mind. So I was like jumping in joy. This is so great. I didn't even know this exists. Meditation is the answer. I did everything like they show in the movies, right? Go to Himalayas, go gymming and do everything, all the great things, so-called great things. Nothing helps. So this is the answer. The meditation is the answer. The first experiences I got is the freedom in the mind. Right? So that is my initial experience. And I've had the pleasure of having like many messages from masters, and so it's one experience I would like to share with this Buddha. So this is on fear, how to overcome fear. So there is this huge forest. It's a big, dense, huge forest, and I was with Buddha under a tree meditating. So he was already like, if you know Buddha, right? He's always calm and always eyes are closed. He's already in that state. So I was going into meditation. I was about to go into meditation, but at that moment, I saw a very huge tiger. It's not the normal tiger that you would see in the zoos or forest, right? So it's a huge tiger. It's like humongous. So the tiger saw me, and it's like running towards me. It's about to attack me, and and I was like, oh my God, it's just coming towards me. It's attacking me. I'm dead. So what to do? I was like, the basic the fear, the emotions of fear, right? So why I got this experience? Because I had to learn from that experience. So whenever you receive an experience, it's for you to learn first, then it's for everyone to spread. So I got the basic emotion of fear, right? And it was really terrifying. You see a huge monster, coming onto you, attacking you. She's gonna eat you or something. But then I received a telepathy from Buddha, a message from Buddha. Go inside, do meditation. Okay, but I didn't even listen. What is he saying? Is this going to attack me? I'm going to die in 1 second. So, but again he mentioned, do not worry, go inside, everything will be all right. Okay, he said, let's do meditation. I went, closed my eyes and started doing meditation. And the moment I started meditation, the scene was gone. It was not even the forest, the scene was gone. It was complete bliss, the experience of bliss that you get usually in that samadhi state, right? So I can recollect that now, but you see the power of meditation. So it's the answer for all the heavy emotions like fear or anything. So that's what I got to know from him.
Do you used to have any other phobias also before starting?
Yeah, fear was one of them. I guess, yes, I would say fear. So,
okay.
But having experience is not enough. You have to implement it. So for me, the biggest phobia I would say is fear itself.
A fear from which, in which situation you used to get fear?
Well, it's the usual fear like everyday a regular Joe has, right? So fear of stage, or fear of exams, fear of approaching a girl, fear of writing exams. Just because of fear, I used to flunk many exams, even I know the subject. So it's like very like heavy emotions I used to have. Yeah, so fear, I would say.
Okay. And now it's completely gone.
Now it's completely gone. It will not be gone unless and until you put it in practice. You have to implement it. So after that experience, it didn't go away because I didn't implement it that much. So I read many books on fear and on the great books. I can mention them. So one of the important tools I use is power of imagination, power of visualization to be precise. So I have done a lot of research on like what kind of thoughts work, what kind of thoughts do not work. I even do that now. I put it in practice in office and even in personal life. So I can give a few examples. So if, for example, you're walking on a road, right? There's a big ditch in the road, and there is a big hole in the road, and if you keep on thinking about that hole, you will automatically unconsciously walk towards that hole and will actually fall into that hole.
Yeah.
But there is a power in your hand, in your mind and in your body, right? You don't have to think about it. Let it be there, right? So what I did is, so to overcome this, let the problem be there. Let the hole be there in any example, right? So you can imagine you have already crossed the road. You have already crossed the road. Let it be there, but you have already crossed the destination that you would want to go to. So in that way, you have you strengthen the mind. When you strengthen the mind, even if you have like 10,000 holes in front of you, you will go carefully, right? So that is when I got to know that fear is just a cautionary thing. You can actually replace fear with caution. So just replace fear with caution.
Wow.
So that's my experience. At the initial experiences, and
it is really a wonderful technique indeed. Definitely. Thank
really
you
helps.
for sharing. Thank you for
thank you.
sharing. Yeah.
It really helps. If you have to read books also, and there is a great book, Mundane to Magnificent, by Stanley Elder. And if you read so much books, right, like what kind of thoughts. If you have same kind of thoughts, you choose same. You have same kind of choices. If you have same kind of choices, you release the same chemical pattern, the same circuitry is fired in the body, the same experiences you have. And you keep on strengthening the same chemicals, you keep on firing the same circuitry inside you, neurons and proteins and everything.
Right.
So it's like a vicious cycle. To create new experiences, you have to create the completely different thoughts. Like Patri sir says, as soon as the negative thought comes, kill it. Have a positive thought.
Yes.
That is the only way. And not one time, two times, you have to do it unlimited number of times.
Yeah, without practice it wouldn't be.
Without practice it. and there is no like final ground that you have reached the destination in this. It's always continuous practice.
So you are a great reader also.
I do. I have a like big library at home, so I do a lot of reading. So Carlos Castaneda books, Abundant and Magnificent. So there are many favorite books I've had. So pleasure of reading it, and I've learned a lot. And books are seriously the fastest way of enlightenment. It really expands the mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know where you are going wrong.
Yes. So how this interest came into you? Like how you started reading book? Because being in professional, where you are whole day busy. I think you must be IT professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a software engineer by profession.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you manage, and how this interest you have developed?
So it depends on the profession. It depends on the intention. Usually in certain professions you don't get time, right? But you have to put intention to it, right? So, but once you taste the knowledge of the books, you cannot leave it. It's that powerful. So you may be working 24 hours, but you will still find time to read books. So
when there is a will, there
is a will, there is a way. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. So Anandji, it's really great to know a lot of things. So next, when did you meet Patriji, and how was your experience with him?
Yeah. For first time I met him, it was the marriage hall itself, and he gave me a book as a gift. The one is by Rasha. Okay. It's a great book. So he handed it out to me and said, "We'll meet Swamiji." And never did I know that I'll keep on meeting him all the time. So that is the first time I met him in the marriage hall itself. But I didn't know who that master was at that time, because I got introduced by my wife at that time. So the next I met him is in Mumbai, the class in Mulund. I met him there. So that was a brief introduction. I talked to him for the first time. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't even I was just questioning him. Is he really my master or something? Because my wife, by that time she follows him. So, but I still had few doubts in my mind if I should really accept him, or is he really my guru, something like that. So, so I started questioning him at that time. It's a funny experience I would like to share. So I started questioning him in that class itself. And after the session was over, so my wife follows you so much. Please don't don't teach her, or please guide her properly. Then said, "Oh, don't worry about that." He said, "Don't worry about that. Even if you start doing meditation, I will also be a special person to you." So that's what he said at that time. So yeah, so that's how it started. Okay. From non-clarity to clarity.
So moving ahead, what you learned from him, what you have taken from him, what are the basic things which you liked most in Patriji?
Well, it's a big question, a big answer, and the first thing that comes to my mind is work is worship. That I really see in him. I used to wonder what is a true life, right? What is the perfect life a soul can have? So I see Patriji now. That is the perfect life. That is the final destination of any soul can have. So that should be the aspiration of any soul. Work is worship. Patience. Keep on working. Don't waste time. Keep reading books. Keep spreading knowledge. So many things. The flow goes on, right? So, but the only thing I get from him is hard work. Do hard work. Let there be many things that can obstruct you or anything. Don't care about it. Spirituality is it's a walk on the thorns. It can be a very hard life, but it can give you a very strengthening mind, right? It can give you it can propel you to a greater extension of spirituality. Mm-hmm. So working hard, that's what I saw in him. And true service.
What's the meaning of service according to you?
True service, we have different we have seen from the childhood different kinds of service, book donation, like Annadana, or different kinds of services, right? Yes. But true service, what we learn from him is is the ability, or the giving people the technology so that they can know themselves, right? This is meditation. So the technology to make people independent, not to be dependent on others, and that tool which will actually help them to know themselves, and you will know everything, right? So you can create your beautiful life. Why you created this life? You know the past. You know why what you're doing, why you're doing at the present moment. You know what to do in future. Which tool can give you that? And that is the gift we have to give to others. And I have never seen anyone, any organization like PSSM, which can actually tell you like past life or future life, the metaphysical experiences. There is no such organization that is like PSSM, which will give true knowledge.
That's really 100, not only 100,000%.
Yeah.
Very true thing, which that's a really wonderful thing. So as you mentioned about teaching the right way and right thing, and of course that is meditation.
Yes.
The basic and foremost important thing in everyone's life. So do you conduct classes?
I do. So me and my wife, conducted like many sessions, like colleges and even especially in my offices. So I've had the pleasure of conducting the sessions in all my past organizations as well. So we have seen like very beautiful transformations in my colleagues. So I would like to give one example. So please, out of many, so there is my like dear friend who used to work in my with me in my past organization. So he used to take a lot of like hundreds of medicines, and he used to have like insomnia. He couldn't sleep. He has the problem of sleeping, and he was he used to get all the diseases and everything, unfortunately. So from the day itself, when we conducted meditation, and he actually started sleeping.
From the day
From the day itself.
Wow.
It was a great transformation from him, and he calls me every day, oh my God, you have given me the greatest gift anyone can give, because he has been to all the different organizations. He has tried everything, yoga and whatnot, all the great medicines, right? Nothing helped him. But the only thing which worked is meditation and vegetarianism.
Wonderful.
So he turned into vegetarianism as well. So, and these two things, and he actually transformed him. And I give this example, in all the classes and sessions. So this is one of the great examples. So many transformations.
Yeah, please share a few more examples, because this will really help people to understand, because you're from a different background. Being in software, having a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you manage, and how other people have taken this meditation into their life, and how transformation they have got?
Well, as long as we can give information, so we can do the good things, like conducting sessions, giving the information that meditation is the answer. But there are some people who actually don't listen to you. You tell them, the first thing is being a vegetarian, turn into a vegetarian, then start doing meditation. So I tell them every time, because that is everybody's purpose as a period masters, right? So it comes out automatically. I tell them, this is the only way you can, because I actually tell my experiences, how from hell to heaven.
Please.
So how that has been. So I used to actually tell my colleagues and friends, so this is what I used to be. I was really in hell. I was like a mental disorder, you could say. But what has given me freedom is meditation and vegetarianism. So I actually tell them all my experiences. Some actually listen, some don't, but some who do, and I have seen like many transformations, like the one I just shared. Yes. Another example I can give is you can create your own reality, right?
Of course.
One of the very interesting creations I have done is I know a good company. If I know a good position I want to go to, I'll just sit in meditation. I'll just release a thought, and it'll be created automatically. So I have done that. I know consciously what to do, what to create, what not, because consciously you want to create good things, right? So that's what I did. And many times in my office, it helped me come out of problematic situations. For example, some system is going down, or something, if nothing is visible as solution, right? So what I do is I sit in meditation like 5-10 minutes, calm my mind, because the atmosphere is tense. So there's like basic experiences, right? So the intuition comes, so do this and that, suddenly that actually works, right? So there's like many experiences, and this is what I shared with my colleagues. They also experiment, and they actually tell me, I did what you asked me to, and it really worked. There's so many experiences. It's like beautiful journey.
That's a really great thing, and thank you for sharing again. So, Anandji, you shared about vegetarianism.
Yeah.
What is the importance of vegetarianism? Were you vegetarian earlier before coming into meditation, or you became later?
Well, I used to eat occasionally non-vegetarian food, and like I mentioned, right, during my youth, the college days when I was teen, so I used to eat a lot of non-vegetarian food, and occasionally, not all the time, but and all the other bad stuff. So collectively, it used to have a very negative impact on me, because
Which kind of negative impact?
well, I used to drink a lot. To be frank, I used to drink a lot. I used to do drugs and all different stuff during college. So I lost, because of that, I lost interest in studies. Even though I was a good student, I didn't know at that time, and it gave me like I used to have all kind of negative thinking. Even I was not thinking, I used to somehow get the negative thoughts and emotions. I used to attract, because whatever you take inside, you attract it like a magnet.
Right.
Now I know, right? So all the things that you harm your body, they harm your mental abilities, you attract the same stuff in life. So that was a bad phase. Then I had a like difficult relationship, so even that helped me. When I tried killing myself 2-3 times, I tried suicide also at that time. All these things come to you because you're taking in something bad, which is non-vegetarian food, and all the negative other stuff also. So these things actually collectively harm you, right? So of course, after meditation, because of meditation, I left all these things. But why non-vegetarianism food? I had to I killed all those life when I was eating non-vegetarian food, yes, unfortunately. So you have to repay it. So how many bones you broke, animals you killed, you have to repay the same amount, right? So you are actually delaying your own progress, right? So if you have eaten that much, you have to clear that much, and clearing that much is actually the big task, because and meditation is the only tool, right? So if you don't do that, it take years, at least 5 to 6 years it takes to clear all the negative things that you had inside you because of the non-vegetarian food. It takes a lot of effort afterwards, and that is the first thing. Second thing is, you don't have right to kill any life, right? And like Patriji says, unless and until you become a vegetarian, you're not even near the portals of heaven or knowledge. You have to clear the debt. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of meditation. It may even take lifetimes. You're unnecessarily delaying your progress, and you are killing a life. You're halting some other life's progress also. It's all like a rain of karmas onto you.
Yeah.
It's very bad. It's very bad. Now, I had to do a lot of meditation to come out of it, because I know the pain. So I know the after effects of it. Even if you ditch non-vegetarian food for even 1 month or a few weeks, you will know the difference, right? Just being vegetarian
so
is enough.
one person can even understand within a month after leaving
Yes.
non-veg. Okay. So what was the effect earlier? Though you shared, but still I would request you, if you can explain it a little more.
Well, to be frank, so I left non-vegetarian food like 6 or 7 months before. I had a strong intuition which I have to leave non-vegetarian food, because I didn't know at that time, because I just had intuition, and I made a decision I will leave it, right? So I saw myself in myself a lot of changes. The first thing I saw myself is freedom in the mind. like I said. So I was very light. And I saw the difference. Like I used to have like negative thought, like I mentioned, the negative thoughts, the automatic negative thoughts I used to have, and there was nothing after that. I really saw the difference there. So the quality of thoughts changed. I felt very light, very energetic. That is also there. I felt very energetic at that time. So this was even before meditation. Now if you add meditation to it, it's like a golden combination.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really wonderful. And one thing you shared, that even after leaving non-veg, we need 6 to 7 years to be not neutral, right? Because those karmas will be there and we will be dead.
Yeah.
So could you please explain in a scientific way that, as you mentioned about neurological things and about those studies, because you have gone through.
Yeah.
So please bring some light.
Well, you should. There are many masters who have given the answers. So very great master Koneru Varalakshmi Madam, who is in Jagannath Gattu in Kurnool. She has. You should listen to all the lessons she has given in the PMC, and there is one specific session specifically on this. So the karmas are actually, how do you clear karmas in meditation? So it can take, it's not that 5 or 6 or 7, it minimum it will take, average I would say it's 5 or 6, but it is actually in your bloodstream. So the karmas, it is not visible. How can you see a karma? You cannot see karma, right?
Yeah.
So if you listen to her classes, she has explained very clearly where the karmas are there in your body, and how exactly meditation helps in clearing the karma. So basically they are in your bloodstream. So when the cosmic energy comes into you, it goes inside you, but that it's not that you for the first time you will do it and it will be gone. It will take years of effort, and that is like 5-6 minimum, I would say. And it also depends on the amount you ate, right? The karma you have to clear. So the cosmic energy goes into your bloodstream. It actually, they are like bubbles in the bloodstream, and it actually bombards the bubbles and the karmas are cleared. So this is the actual scientific explanation, and I request every master to listen to that master.
Thank you. This is really very important thing to understand, because without knowing that what I will get, people generally they will not understand the meaning and depth of this point. So it will really help everyone. And I want to know more about surrenderance. So what is surrenderance according to you?
Well, that's a very good question. So I have had the pleasure of having that experience. I would like to share, because this experience I learned a great deal in this, and this experience, whenever I shared with my friends and colleagues, and when they started experimenting it, they also saw a lot of changes in them, and because they tell me what has happened. So I would explain like 2 experiences I had. So one is this message that master gave me, Patriji gave me. This is on Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So, and this is on self-importance, right? So I will come from self-importance to surrender, right?
Yes, please.
So what is a true way of living, true being, the state of being, right? So how do we calculate the best things in life, Satyam, Shivam and Sundaram? So what Patriji told me is, unless and until you have zero self-importance, it's completely zero self-importance, and it's when you have zero self-importance and purity, then itself you will get the Guru energies, the Guru consciousness, which means the universe will help you. Take it in this way: unless and until you have a life of service, you have a life of zero self-importance, you have a life of purity, then and only the universe can truly help you. It will help you, but it will truly help you, right?
So
more.
In this state, we will have that acceptance, complete acceptance. And I couldn't understand one point. You said zero self-importance. Is it zero self-ego? What is the difference between ego and importance?
Ego is always at different levels. So it's not a destination you would reach to. It's always there. Even if you progress to higher extents in spirituality, it's always there. You may not see it, but it's always there. So it's a very huge subject, and I again request to watch Varalakshmi Madam's videos, because she has done a lot of research on ego, and there is a bunch of information there in her classes. So it is not about ego, because ego is like a big ocean. You can cross that, but it takes a lot of effort, right? And it's always there somewhere, even if you know it or not. So zero self-importance, what I understood from is, it's a life of complete purity and life of complete service.
Okay.
So only then you have Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram in your life. Like Patriji himself, he gave an example, right? You have you want to bring truth into somebody's life. For example, you want to build a road. There is nothing there. You want to help people, right? You want to bring in truth. So you want to build a road. So you keep on digging it. You do the hard work. That is the initial effort. That is truth. You're bringing in truth. And after some time, you see the overview of it. Slowly, the road comes into picture, right? So that is like Shivam, the true things in life. And when the road is over, everybody can enjoy it. That's Shivam, the Sundaram, right?
Yeah.
So if you have zero self-importance, which means you are pure, you can truly give service to others without ego. That's what I understood from that experience. So this is one experience, and another experience I can share if you have time.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm really mesmerizing by all this examples and the way you are explaining. So please go ahead.
Thank you. So this is another great experience I had the pleasure of having. So this is about surrendership, like you asked, right? So that's what I'm going from self-importance to surrendership, what the true way of living, what Patriji told me in that message. So there is a big tree, a huge tree, and the tree has like branches, leaves and fruits, right? So take fruits as a different kinds of destinations, as aspirations a soul has, or different kinds of knowledge, or different kinds of destinations that any soul would want to go to or achieve, right? So those are all fruits, and like thousands of fruits, and the tree is universe, or the creation itself, right? So creator is tree, and it's creation itself, which means the fruits. Right. So I'm like sitting under that tree, that huge tree, and I mean it's like any soul. I got that experience because I can relate. I know what that means, right? Any soul who is who has the aspiration to achieve something spiritually or something, so their aspiration should not be a specific fruit or something. I want this fruit, or this destination, or this fruit, this knowledge or something. So because you will eat like 2 or 3 fruits or certain fruits, okay, my stomach is full, I'll go away, I don't need any other fruits. Yeah. See, you are missing the other knowledge.
Right. Yeah.
So you can understand it in many ways. So
like if we are focusing on particular things, then we may not go beyond, like
exactly.
We will be stuck in few experience, or we will feel that we are fulfilled, but we will not.
So because we are here, and there are people who are like gurus, they know better than us, right?
Yes.
To your knowledge level, you can see I am happy with 3 or 4 fruits, but you are missing the higher knowledge perhaps, right? Yeah. So the aspiration should be not on certain fruits or certain amount of knowledge, right? It should be on the tree itself, and the tree is what? Creation. So trust the creation, surrender to the creation, and you can take it in different ways also. Trust your guru, trust your life, trust your creation, because creation has creator. Creator has creations, the fruit itself, and right, when the fruits are ripe, it automatically falls on you.
Yes, definitely.
So when you are under a guru's umbrella, he will protect you, and when you are ripe, automatically there's certain knowledge which is right for you,
on right time,
which is right for you, will come and fall on your laps, on your hands.
Yeah.
So you should trust your life, trust your guru, and trust the creation that you have in the life, because God forbid, if you eat bad fruit, your life is gone. So a guru knows, a life knows what kind of knowledge, what kind of destination you should have it at any particular time, right? So it will automatically come to you. So that is when I truly understood what is a surrender, what is a true way of living. Because I think this experience actually helps many people, right? So we have a lot of excitement and zeal. I can't want to achieve something, even spiritually, not spiritually. So Guru knows better than you. Just keep your mouth shut and listen to him. Yeah, so that's a great experience I had.
I'm really speechless, like, the way you are explaining, and this is really a beautiful thing, like when we go without expectation, without any aspiration, we get everything automatically.
Yeah.
And I would say even I have that experience because I didn't start meditation with any expectations.
Okay.
So everything happened, everything fell on right place at right time, right? So this is a beautiful thing you shared. Yeah. Thank you. And yes, at last I want to know the importance of pyramids, how pyramids impact and how it helped you in your life.
Well, that's again a big question. And we at PSSM promote vegetarianism, pyramid energy, and reading books, right? So if you are using a pyramid, you will see a lot of difference in your meditation. So that's a good question, because I actually take pyramids to my office whenever when I take classes with my wife. So we actually show them, okay, this is the pyramid for because of Earth's frequency energies on this angle. On this angle, the different sides, it becomes a godown of energy, a storehouse of energy. And we actually ask them to experiment, right? So do meditation like outside the pyramid and inside the pyramid, and you can see the difference yourself. So there is a great difference. So I actually gift pyramids also. Whenever we take classes, there is a lot of changes and a lot of benefits. So I have seen a lot of astral surgeries just by sitting inside a pyramid. I have my own personal experience, like my father-in-law, right? So he used to sit under a pyramid, and he used to sit like daily, like 24 hours. He used to sit under a pyramid, and he couldn't move because of certain issues. And we saw a lot of transformation in him, and a lot of energy. He used to have energy even without doing meditation. So you see the power of pyramid. You are just downloading the infinite cosmic energy into it, right? So it's great. It's great. If you are using pyramid, you can easily go into samadhi state very easily. It would take like 10 minutes outside, or 20 minutes outside, based on your state, right? Inside a pyramid, it can easily go in 5 minutes or 3 minutes or so. It's a great benefit. It's a great benefit.
And Pati sir has always asked to use pyramid.
Yeah.
And that is the important thing. That's why I asked you, because yes. And I know you have a small kid.
Yeah.
As you are both, husband wife, you and Padma both are spiritual couple.
Yeah.
So how is your relation with your kid? And could you please share something?
So he is a kid, but he's a great master, to be precise. So we see, because that's a general perception, right? We are adults, and somebody is a kid. I'm a greater thing. I have seen many things in life. That is not true, because after 2012, all the great masters are coming in as kids, and he's a great master, and we learn a lot from him. So how to be in the present moment, to be, what is the goal of meditation? To be in the present moment. And we see him like daily, like how joyful he is. And I have like so many experiences with him. One example I can share is, if you, like, kids go into a different state when they are in joy. Like that's a natural state, right? So if you keep your ego aside or mind aside, and if you keep playing with them, I saw the energy of the whole house transform in the vision itself. So if you can even spot it, right? If you have kids somewhere, automatically the energy of the place transforms. So they are like natural gods. We have to take, we need to put in effort to be a god, but they are natural gods. It's a great privilege to be a parent and to be I'm a constant student of him, me and Padma. So we learn a lot. And I guess there can be a separate session, but it's
and I would love to conduct that session
Yeah.
because this is really a beautiful part of our life,
Yeah.
after getting married, and nowadays it's really very important for the next generation.
Yeah.
Spiritual parenting and being spiritual, teaching meditation to
Yes.
our kid. I know that they are gods.
Perfect
But
masters.
They are
Yeah.
perfect masters, and there is nothing to teach them. Only we have to accept
Yes.
and understand that.
Well, but they are here in physical body. So you, as a parent, you have to take care of them. You have to tell them, don't eat non-vegetarian food. That is the first thing you have to do. If you are going to school, be very wary of which friend's food you are eating. Check that food and actually don't eat anything out there. But the physical life you have to teach them, right? It's not that they are great masters inside, perfect masters inside, but at least till the time they reach like physical maturity, you have to guide them.
They are pure flower right now, but we need to mold them in
Exactly.
a right way.
That's the right statement.
And till certain stage,
Yeah.
after understanding, after getting certain understanding, they will definitely follow the right thing.
Definitely. We just have to give them space. Do not trouble them because they're already perfect master. Just give them space. They can handle their life very perfectly, better than us. So just give them space, give them opportunity to come here, being a parent first. Second, give them space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for bringing this point.
Thank you
And
so
at last, Anand, a small message to our entire audience.
So we have seen Patriji's life, right? So it's not a matter that it's not even a question that he is there or not. He was always there, even before, even now. So he's always there. We may not know it or we may not realize it's always there and always guiding. So trust your guru. He knows better than you. Even though you think that you know something, you don't know anything. Trust your guru blindly. It's not even blindly, it's like complete surrender, right? So trust your guru. So he will actually take you to the place you really want to. And you know what? He will actually take you to a place even better than you imagined. So trust your guru and know that Patriji is always there. He's always here with us. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is really very important thing. One thing I would love to share here, like before from when he left body, before that I was thinking to travel with him.
Oh.
And I was thinking I will, though I have traveled a couple of times before also, so I was thinking to request him, but whatever happened, and immediately after that, when Pariji was here in India, I got that opportunity to travel with her for a few days in Andhra, and I would say that energy, as Patriji is there, as I'm traveling with him,
That's
for
nice.
the entire 5 days, I felt that I'm just traveling with him. He is there. He's guiding through each and everything. And how this beautiful thought is manifested, doesn't matter who was there.
Exactly.
Of course, because Pari ma'am she's also a great master, of course. And that energy, I really, I cannot compare.
I know.
Comparison will be completely wrong thing. So here
that's great experience, because this is like very intimate experience. So so it's always there. He's always there, because people say he's not here physically. it doesn't matter if even before he vacated his body, he was always there with us.
Yeah.
He's always there guiding you. Even, you know, he reaches way before you even go there. He protects you. He creates an energy field. He protects you. What not? I have seen so many experiences. So his life is true service. He has given his life to all the preeminent masters, and that is the great life we should have aspiration to, right? So that is the final destination.
So thank you for sharing all your wisdom.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Friends, please watch this video and share with your friends, because this is really ultimate interview, I would say. And like, share and subscribe PMC English. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.